You are putting effort, you also want same effort from the other side.
Yeah.
मैं fresher हूँ,
Yes.
कैसे करूँगा? But if someone wants to start, because the SRE, DevOps, these are the things very blurry in college, and even for freshers, they don't know anything. If you want to summarize in small, what is SRE, and then we'll touch upon the things that you need to learn. You can say the roadmap. Again, we are on the roadmap.
Correct, true. So SRE,
Do you really think the certification helps? If helps, what sort of certification is actually going to help rather than just adding the numbers 5 certified, 10 certified?
yes. So
That is something will help a fresher or experienced person who want to move into DevOps in SRE.
yes.
CNCF ambassador, Docker captain, AWS community builder, और साथ ही साथ लोगों को मोटिवेट करते हैं with the gym videos. So currently I have a special guest with me, Sagar Utekar. तो हेलो सागर, वेलकम टू माय चैनल. एंड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, आप जो इतनी सारी चीज़ें कर रहे हो, उससे पहले एक छोटा सा इंट्रोडक्शन मेरी ऑडियंस के लिए.
Hi Paras, thank you for inviting me to your YouTube channel. My name is Sagar Utekar, and I'm currently working with CrowdStrike as a site reliability engineer. And I'm Docker captain, CNCF ambassador. I'm leading Docker Pune and CNCG Pune chapters, community chapters. And I have been doing open source contribution. So I have done my Google Summer of Code with Pecan organization. I have been mentor for a couple of CNCF organization as well. And currently I'm doing LFX mentorship with Kubestiller organization. So yes, that's quick introduction.
नाइस. सो आप इन सारी चीज़ों के अलावा फुल टाइम जॉब भी कर रहे हो, राइट?
Yes.
And it's very difficult to manage a lot of things at the same time. But one thing I want to ask you कि what is your motivation? I know because मैं आपका LinkedIn भी follow करता हूँ, Instagram भी follow करता हूँ, तो उसमें you also help community
Yes.
with the sessions and help them like beyond some limitations, private sessions then are in the meet. So what's your motivation behind helping people?
Yeah, that's very good question. So one thing you should know about me is I come from very small village. It's in Raigad. Still, we don't have computers there. No electricity, no internet connection. So I come from that background. My parents are farmer, and it's been very tough journey to complete my education. So I took home loan, education loan, and completed my education. Then coming from that background, I always uh, wanted to help more and more students and professionals to get their dream job and to have that dream life. So that is one motivation for me to help community members through different initiatives. I also run a small community where I teach Kubernetes, CNCF. I educate people about all these different DevOps and SRE aspects.
So you know what happens sometime even when you try your best, कई बार क्या होता है कि we don't get that response from the community.
Yeah.
We know what is the importance of what we are teaching.
Yes.
But in those scenarios, आप कैसे अपने आप को motivated रखते हो? Because when you are putting effort, you also want same effort from the other side.
Yeah. Yes. Another very good question. I was not expecting that, but this is something I'm also currently working on. So see, what I have observed is that if you are providing something for free, तो उसका वैल्यू ज़्यादा नहीं रहता for some reason, and people still are not aware about
People take it granted कि हाँ दे रहा है तो join
हाँ.
करते हैं, नहीं करते हैं.
So even still, I have a small Discord channel where more than 1700 people have joined. तो उसमें से शायद ही कुछ 5 या 10 लोग are active daily. I run question of the day where I share interview questions कि क्या type के interview questions you can expect for DevOps and SRE interviews. Very few people answers to that. Then recently I started Linux boss series. So उसमें भी I see I mean, I'm putting effort, but how many people are actually trying to, solve those problems? There was one series which I conducted last year, Daily DevOps SRE Challenge series. 50 problem, like more of real world projects. I try to draft for almost 50 days daily. बट स्टिल जब मेरा कम्युनिटी कॉल होता है ना, पीपल आस्क द सेम क्वेश्चन कि हमें रोड मैप दे दो, हमें बताओ कि कहाँ से स्टार्ट करना है, प्रोजेक्ट्स कौन से करने हैं. एवरीथिंग इज ऑलरेडी देयर, बट लोग फिर भी वो भाग रहे कि सिंस इट्स फ्री तो फिर उसका वैल्यू नहीं है, इज व्हाट आई फील. एंड देन मोटिवेशन के लिए, सो आई हैव कपल ऑफ कम्युनिटी मेंबर्स जो आई कीप टॉकिंग टू देम, आई ट्राई टू गेट फीडबैक फ्रॉम देम कि और क्या कर सकते हैं और कैसे इन्वॉल्वमेंट बढ़ा सकते हैं फ्रॉम आवर कम्युनिटी लर्नर्स. सो आई try to get that feedback time to time, and also I have all of you guys, all my community friends जिनसे मैं फीडबैक लेता रहता हूँ.
नाइस. एक्चुअली दिस इज़ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग कि मेरे को भी ऐसा कई बार लगता है कि व्हेन वी पुटिंग सम एफर्ट इन गुड कंटेंट, इफ आई विल मेक अ रोड मैप वीडियो बहुत अच्छा जाएगा.
Yes.
अगर मैं कोई इंटरव्यू स्पेसिफिक वीडियो डालता हूँ उस पर 5,000 व्यूज भी नहीं आते.
Yes.
सो दिस इज ओनली फॉर द सीरियस लर्नर्स. अगर आप रोड मैप के पीछे ही भागते रह जाओगे देन यू विल नॉट गेट एक्चुअल
Yes.
डिटेल्स कि क्या पढ़ना है एक्चुअली जाके. अगेन सिंस यू आर फ्रॉम SRE बैकग्राउंड, मेरा बैकग्राउंड नहीं है बट आई मेक little bit content around that. But if someone wants to start, because the SRE, DevOps, these are the things very blurry in college, and even for freshers, they don't know anything. If you want to summarize in small, what is SRE, and then we'll touch upon the things that you need to learn. You can say the roadmap. Again, we are on the roadmap.
Correct, true. So SRE is the term coined by Google itself, and they started as a practice where software engineers who were helping product team to make a system more reliable, scalable, and that is the job of SRE. So the person who can do a software engineering and make their system more reliable and scalable,
Okay.
in simple words. So it's not about the tools and technology, but it's about approach, I would say, and the implementation part more.
Okay.
So if I talk about SRE, तो मैं क्या करता हूँ? The tools can be anything, but for my project, what is important कि let's say I'm working at CrowdStrike, so I want to make sure कि मेरा product down ना हो. Even if I'm sleeping, there are billions of people are using that product, so I want to make sure it's reliable for them if I'm going on vacation. So that strategy or that architecture डिजाइनिंग या फिर कुछ ऑटोमेशन रहेगा या फिर कुछ CI/CD implementation, observability रहेगा, with different things I try to implement that.
And if someone wants to start their journey in SRE, what sort of tools they can learn? So you can break it down. These are the very important.
Yes.
And these are the, optional or good to have skills.
Yeah, true. So I would like to mention that I'm currently running this series of SRE track like Linux, Final Boss, and then networking. So what I have observed, like I have more than 7 to 8 plus years of experience in this field, and I talk to a lot of people. So the basic concept is very important. You go for cloud engineering, DevOps, or SRE, your Linux and networking skills matters a lot. I have given the interviews for Google and Apple for SRE rules. They try to grill you on Linux and networking. So that is the one of main concept foundation you should have very strong. Then you need to have programming skill knowledge. It can be anything. You need to write automation script using Python, Golang, or Shell script, but at least programming knowledge you should have. Then CI/CD pipelines. Now you need to have understanding how to design scalable CI/CD pipelines. It can be your GitHub Action, GitLab, or Jenkins as well. But the core of CI/CD pipeline is more important than any tool. Yes, then cloud. Any cloud, AWS, Azure, GCP. There are free resources. You also have playlist, lot of playlist and lot of content on cloud. So one cloud provider is must. Then we use Terraform or Crossplane for infrastructure as a code. So that is important. So this is either or. You need to understand which tool fits your requirement, whether it's Terraform or Crossplane, and based on that, you need to figure out which tool fits your project. Then observability, very important part of SRE. Nowadays, we have Datadog, then we have Logic Monitor, we have Cynos, open source solutions like Prometheus, Grafana, ELK Stack, any tool which can help you to observe your system. Now, here is a tricky point, or I want to give a small tip. So many people watch the videos of monitoring Kubernetes cluster,
Yeah,
but they don't focus on the application which is running on Kubernetes cluster
correct.
or the pods and images, how they are running. So as a good SRE, you need to have a complete whole picture of your system. It's from networking point of view, security point of view, your images, containers, clusters, everything, cloud, on-prem. So that is very much important. If you go to Datadog as well, they provide lot of features. So you can try to implement those features using open source tools, Prometheus, Grafana, like tracing, application performance monitoring, synthetic monitoring. Then same project you can do from Datadog dashboard, but you can do using their Terraform module as well, right? So you need to have that understanding how to combine multiple different tools to uh, required for your project.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what I can get from your answer is it's not about always things you need to learn. It's
Yeah.
also building approach where you are actually solving the problem for the company organization
Yes.
and make it scalable when they have more users. And
Yes.
the monitoring part is also important.
Yes.
Just to add that on part, because these are the things that is a skill based things that we need
Yes.
to learn. And most of the time I have seen, because all the service based company, because they go for projects, and when they go for projects they need some people who are really good at, or
Yes.
maybe the certification thing. Do you really think that certification helps? If helps, what sort of certification is actually going to help, rather than just adding the numbers 5 certified, 10 certified?
Yes. So I'm Kubestronaut. I have done all Kubernetes certifications. I would say if you want to do any certification, go with CK, CKD. CKS is very tricky. There are very few people who have done CKS, so you can go for that CKS. AWS Solution Architect. Now AI is part of DevOps SRE, so you can do AI associate certifications by provided by different clouds, or NVIDIA also provides AI certification. So focus more on that, which can help you to do your day-to-day job. To answer your question, does certification helps to get a job or interviews? Yes, they do. I have gone through a lot of JDs as part of my job, job posting series which I have on my YouTube channel. So there I skimmed through all the JDs, and many times recruiter mentioned that they want CKS certified engineer. So that's a criteria mentioned. So you can do those kind of certifications, CK, CKD, and AWS Solution Architect, AI certifications. Yes, at
Okay,
least.
so Sagar is saying, rather than just going for all the certification that is available, try for certification which actually aligns with your role
Yes.
and which can help you in getting at least a screening round,
Yeah.
or at least getting a call which aligns with the JDs. And certification is one thing, and you are already a community member and you also promote open source.
Yes.
So if someone wants to, because some people don't like certification thing, because
Yeah.
they come from the DSA mindset background, because in college no one knows what is cloud SRE and everything.
Yeah.
So what's the importance of open source if someone wants to actually contribute, how they can do it?
Another great question. So I came to know about open source in my final year of my BTech. So I was just sitting in library and came across Google Summer of Code program. It was almost last day of submission for GSOC application. Or I used some, Google and then try to submit something that thought that I might get selected. Let's take a chance. And of course, I knew the result kind of, so I got rejected. But I keep on engaging with that organization. So my first GSOC organization was Jenkins. I was part of Jenkins when in 2018, very early stage. And after a couple of years, I guess 1 or 2 years in 2020, they opened GSOC program for students and professionals as well. That time I participated in PCAN organization. So I completed my GSOC term with PCAN. There is one program called Hacktoberfest, which is currently ongoing. Right?
Okay.
So it starts in October and led by DigitalOcean, MLH, and other companies. So the problem with open source is that not problem, but awareness about open source. So many students are not aware about how to start with open source journey. They watch YouTube videos, and there are videos with thousands or lakhs of views and likes, which teach how to edit README file and add your name. So that's not the open source contribution at all. So
Yeah,
take
that's
your
what I wanted to ask you. A lot of people do that.
yes. So that's not the correct way. People go for swags or that digital ocean t-shirt, but you're lying to yourself basically, right? So instead of that, I would say for any organization, what you can do, try to understand their roadmap, what they are doing, try to attend their community calls. For our community, like Cubestellar, we also host community calls every week. We try to engage more new contributors, explain them what is our project, how it works, how you can contribute. So there is a guideline on each GitHub repository for every open source project. Contributing.md is there. You just need to read all those steps for that project and set up that locally, play with it, break it, and then you can start adding new features. So I think that is a correct way to start your open source contribution rather than just updating README files.
And one more thing, like, is there any specific platforms that you can name it apart from GSOC that you already mentioned? Like, I think you also do some contribution in Linux Foundation projects. So that is something will help a fresher or experienced person who want to move into DevOps and SRE.
Yes, definitely. For DevOps and SRE folks, especially, I would suggest that go with CNCF's projects. If you can go to CNCF landscape, there are list of sandbox project. Those sandbox project will go to incubating and then mature project level, graduated project level. So you can start contributing to those projects, and billions of people are using that project. So it's a huge impact when you are contributing to projects like Kubestellar or Helm, Kubernetes. Everyone in the CNCF community knows about you. You can start contributing and sharing what you are contributing in public. You get chance to talk in big conferences like KubeCon, then KCDs. There are different conferences happen which invites you to share your experience contributing to this project. So it opens a lot of doors. Small incident, a story I would like to share. Like through this open source contribution, when I met managers at KubeCon, they already knew about me, what I'm doing in CNCF community or what is my open source contribution. So they invited directly me to give the interview for their team when they got to know about that I'm searching for the next job. So that is the impact. Like you don't know in how many ways it will come to you. It takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of efforts to come to that stage. But it's beautiful journey and you should enjoy that. Like,
Yeah, I also knew even before meeting you because of your KCD and other things that you are doing. So that's very interesting. You can see, like, we discussed this concept of learn in public in one of the video with
yes.
Savinder, and that is something very important. Now, since you touched upon the swag and benefits of everything, so let's discuss about, because people see few things as a, they are just getting swag. So even we put things on the social media
Yeah.
and sometimes as a swag. I'm a Docker captain. What is there? Just a box.
Yes.
They don't get a actual benefit what you do and everything, right?
Yes.
So touch upon what is CNCF ambassador, what is Docker captain, or the AWS community builder. What actually they do in real life and the benefits, of course.
Yeah. I never thought I would become CNCF ambassador, Docker captain, or community builder. I never ran after those tags. But luckily, I was doing contribution in that path. And that helped me to get recognition by CNCF as a CNCF ambassador. Then my contribution for Docker community, they recognized me as a Docker captain, and same for AWS community build. So CNCF ambassador is a program, recognizable program by CNCF organization. Uh, and they have two categories. One is for the code contributors and one is for the community or non-code contributors. So I come under second category because I run CNCG Pune chapter. I've been conducting meetups every month for almost more than 4 to 5 years now. And you know what? Like to conduct that one meetup for a few hours, it takes my whole month for
Yeah.
that preparation. Reaching out to speakers, then finalizing the speakers, finalizing the venue, taking care of foods, beverages, event day itself. So it's a lot of efforts goes behind that one event. I hosted one of biggest KCD Pune in 2024. Then I teach CKCKD. I have free playlist there. I have these small communities on Discord and YouTube channel. And as you already know, I write a lot on CNCF, Docker, and AWS on my LinkedIn as well. So that is how I spread or share my knowledge without thinking about benefits. Because CNCF jacket, that's not to show off. Like it's a pride moment that there are very few ambassadors in the world, and I have been recognized as part of CNCF ambassador.
Entire India, I think it's only around 15-20.
Yes, very few.
In 1.5 billion people,
Yes.
you are one of them. Nice.
Same for Docker Captain as well. Docker Captain, how I became, like I run Docker Pune community. And more than that, what I did differently is that I talk about Docker latest features. So I wrote one blog on Docker Init last year sometime. The feature was released almost 8 to 9 months back, and nobody was aware about that features. Same Docker model runner, Docker hardened images, lot many features being released by Docker, but people are not aware about it. So as a Docker fan or Docker advocate, I like to talk about that, the different features. I don't want to people only know about Docker images and containers. That's now in the past. Like it's basic, but
Yeah.
what is new Docker doing, or what is in the CNCF world, new things are coming. So I want like to talk about that. I give talks as well. Yes, and then same for AWS Community Builder. They also open once in a year form where we need to submit some contribution for AWS community. So as speaker at AWS Community Day multiple times and some of AWS meetups, I wrote wonderful blogs on LinkedIn. And I try to include all these things, CNCF projects, Docker, AWS, on my that series of daily DevOps SRE project, helping people to really understand how to use that technology as a real world project. So that is kind of difference I am trying to make it through this. Yeah.
You got good picture what these titles are, but अगर आपको सीखना है कि actually यार मेरे को बनना है, I know I'm doing a CNCF related work, Docker related work, you can check out Sagar's channel, YouTube channel, LinkedIn, or anything that he will share.
Yeah.
I'll link down in description. You go there and explore and subscribe his channel, because I know the fact that there are few people actually doing really great work and you are one of them, but you have to support those people, and that's where you get engaging content and everything. I would request go subscribe his channel. He's doing really great work. I know that because I was part one of the events, CNCF events, and I was also part of KCD. So I know that takes a lot of effort. You have to appreciate that and you have to learn out of that. So, Sagar, any last thoughts for my audience if they want to, just come in this world, but they have a lot of things like मैं fresher हूँ,
Yes.
कैसे करूँगा? Any thought?
I have heard a lot of stories. I mean, I connect with many community members, and I get these queries that there are no job openings for freshers. So that is why I started job posting series on my YouTube. I have started sharing job openings there. People talk about certifications. They don't have a correct roadmap for CK. That is why I started that series. Then some people came up with that they don't have good projects. They are working in service-based companies, not getting good projects. That is why I have started the daily DevOps SRE challenge. Everything is there. Everything is free. The only problem is people are not aware about it or not being consistent. They drop in between. So they need to gather their thoughts and then stick to the plan, set some goal. Like for me as well, I keep setting goals that this is what I want to achieve, this is what I want to finish. So they need to have a clear goal in their mind and then work towards that path.
Yeah, no, don't do this that I'll watch this video and another video is coming, data engineer 50 LPA.
Yeah.
You suddenly drop all the ideas of DevOps in SRE, you डायरेक्टली जंप ऑन डेटा, फिर वहाँ भी परेशान हो जाते हो, बोले यार अब AI इंजीनियर करना चाहिए, चलो उस रोड मैप को भी देख लेता हूँ. यू कीप ऑन watching those video in loop and you don't get anything. So thank you so much for coming on my channel. It's really honor to host you here, and the things you said and a lot of insight you shared, it will be definitely will be helpful for my audience. And again, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. This is my first ever podcast. I never been into
Thank you.
any podcast. I was always, waiting for that opportunity, but busy with my all other community initiatives as well. So thank you very much for your time as well.
अब भाई ने ये बोला है कि ये फर्स्ट पॉडकास्ट है, तो यू हैव टू सपोर्ट, एंड आई विल आल्सो टेल योर ऑडियंस टू कम एंड शो द सपोर्ट बिकॉज दिस इज हिज फर्स्ट पॉडकास्ट, तो लगना भी ऐसा चाहिए. एंड इफ यू हैव एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस जो हो सकता है कि इस पॉडकास्ट में कवर इन हो, यू कैन शेयर इन कमेंट्स. आई विल आल्सो आस्क सागर टू reply those comments, and I'll also try to comment on those replies जो भी तुम्हें सही लगता है. And again, go watch his channel on LinkedIn. Everything he's doing really great work. मिलते हैं आपसे नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए गुड बाय.
Bye bye.